So the schedule is out. The schedule is out. There were rumors that we were going to play the Pistons on opening night. There were rumors that we were going to play the Magic's opening night. The Indiana Pacers will play the Washington Wizards on opening night on October 25th at Gainsbridge Fieldhouse. A lot of people, will try to predict win losses. It is impossible to try to go through each of these games and predict a win or loss. Like, we don't know what's going to be going on in February. We don't know what's going to be going on in March or anything. Games that you think losses become wins because other teams rest star players. So it's hard to predict the outcome of each of these games. With the NFL, you could try to do that, because it's less games. Each game is important. You can't do that in the NBA. But what you can predict is what you think the team record, will be. And while we're here right now, I'm going to just throw out my prediction for the Pacers record for the 2023-2024 season. So you can, screenshot, screen record, do whatever you want to do with this information. But Born Ready Jones is fitting to tell you what the Indiana Pacers record will be. My record prediction for the Indiana Pacers this season is 44-38. Now, this obviously is dependent on the health of Tyrese Halliburton. Tyrese Halliburton has to play no less than 70 games this year. If at the end of the season Tyrese Halliburton only played 50 to 60 games, something like that, I don't think the Pacers are going to the playoffs. And this all goes to why I will never give the Pacers an A in any offseason. Until this team is not so reliant on one guy, I will never give this team an A. But yes, he has to at least give us 70 games, and that's pushing it. 75, I say. If he gives us 75 games, the Indiana Pacers can finish at least 44-38. And with that record, you're talking about being somewhere between 6, 7. I think it can happen. Also, if the Pacers want to finish 44-38, then Mathurin will be a huge part of that. Now, there has been a lot of hate towards Ben Mathurin lately, and one of the main reasons there has been a lot of hate is because there's been no NBA news right now. When there's no NBA news and there's nothing to talk about, people start saying stupid shit. Now, when it comes to Ben Mathurin, Ben Mathurin is a scorer, he's not a playmaker. You got people criticizing what this man did in the summer league. Like, is that what we doing now? We criticizing what guys do in the summer league? Like, who gives a shit about the summer league? Like, I thought the summer league was just somewhere you just go to have fun. I didn't know people took that place serious. This man is going into his second year. Like, yes, let him master his craft at scoring first. Let him master that craft first before he do anything. Because last time I checked, this team actually has a huge need for a 20-plus point per game scorer. In just his second year, you want him to be a playmaker. You want him to be a lockdown defender. You want him to do all this stuff. Like, get a man a break. I mean, it's bad enough his coach got training wheels on him. Now, I've been wanting to get this off my chest for a minute, and I'm going to just say it. I think Ben Mathurin should be the Indiana Pacers' number one option. I'm going to say that shit again. Ben Mathurin should be the Indiana Pacers' number one option. Ben Mathurin has the one trait that nobody on this team has, and that's the fact that this guy can get to the free throw line at will. If you think Tyrese Halliburton being the Pacers' leading scorer is what's best for business, you done bumped your head. Guys like Buddy Hield, Miles Turner, those guys could probably lead the Pacers in scoring, but that's not what's best for business. You want a guy like Ben Mathurin leading your team in scoring. Because when he's leading your team in scoring, you're getting a lot of the petty points, the tic-tac fouls. He's going to the free throw line over and over. He's one of those type of guys. You see those guys that be scoring 30 points? Yeah, they scored 30 points, but you look at the free throw attempts, they done attempted about 15. Half of their damn points are coming from free throws. That's what you need in the number one option. And he's the one guy on his team that actually has that trait of doing that. So you want him as your number one option. I don't give a damn about Ben Mathurin not being a playmaker right now. You got Halliburton. You got Bruce Brown. You got Andrew Nembhard. Like, you got playmakers. Jarris Walker. You got enough playmakers. We need a bona fide scorer on this team, and Mathurin is that. You look at a guy like Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell don't do much else but score. But he has perfected that. And now he's what, a 28, 29 point per game scorer, 30 a game type guy? I mean, shit, if Mathurin can develop into a 25, 24 point per game scorer, that'd be perfect for this team. We need that. But yeah, you talking about dude got tunnel vision. Man, dude got that dog in him. That's what the hell he got. Give me the fucking ball. Let me go score. With a younger coach, Mathurin's development would definitely speed up. A younger coach would have put the Rockets behind him. This is no knock on Rick Carlisle because I think Rick Carlisle was the perfect coach for this situation because he can get to the front office. You feel me? He got say over the front office. A younger coach would not been able to influence the front office the way Rick Carlisle does. So for this situation, you know, Rick Carlisle is the right coach. But I must say, for Ben Mathurin's development, he would develop faster under a young coach because a young coach would give this guy the ball and say, look, do you? And that's some real shit. I mean, the Pacers proved they could win with this guy as the number one option last year. Wasn't he damn near the number one option coming off the bench for the first part of the season? When we were feeding him the ball and when he was going off for them scoring outputs, we were actually winning. That lets you know that this guy has number one option potential. And as far as this 44 and 38 record I'm predicting, Mathurin most definitely has a lot to do with that. I'm expecting a big jump from him. A big jump. But don't get mad at the facts, though.